जय राधा माधवा जया कुंज बिहारी कुंज जया राधा माधवा जया कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभ जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी hot water hot water जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी जय यशोदनंदना जय ब्रज जनरंजना जय यशोदनंदना जय ब्रज जनरंजना जय यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी चारी जय यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी कुंजवी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी जय गोपी जय गिरिवराधारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी कुंज हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Rango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Ango Nitai Gorango, Gora Hari Nitai, Gora 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 Hari, Gora 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 Hari, Jaya Sachinandana Gora Hari, Patita Pavana Gora Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Radhanata, Radha Radhanata, Sri Radhe, जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि जय गोरा हरि जय गोरा हरि गोरा हरि जय गोरा हरि गोरा हरि गोरा हरि जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म परिवराज काचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद 81 ग्रेस अभिचरणा रविंद्र भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रीलरदास ठाकुर की जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त की जय राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड की गोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री राधा राधानाथ की जय श्री श्री गिरिगोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री गौरहर की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रपाद की जय all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled, all glories to assembled, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Rama. यस्यानुभावमखिल श्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितीशितां तमून्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Whenever we say Om, last time I said, few months before, the Om should come, the resounding should come from the navel. Then you will enjoy it, you will feel how the life energy moving upward. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we will discuss from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 31, chapter 4, verse 31 and 32. In your paper, 32 is there. Tesham apatadam vegam nishamya bhagavan भृगुः यज्ञमग्नेना यज्ञघ्ना घनेना यजुषा दक्षिणाग्नौ जुहावा तेषामापततां वेगं निशम्या भगवान् भृगु यज्ञघ्नेन युजुषा दक्षिणाग्नौ जुहावः तेषामापततां वेगं निशाम्या भगवान् भृगुः यज्ञघ्नेन युजुषा दक्षिणाग्नौ जुहावः तेषामापततां वेगं निशाम्या भगवान् भृगु यज्ञघ्नेन यजुषा दक्षिणाग्नौ ज्वावः तेषामापततां वेगं दक्षिणाग्नौ ज्वावः माताजी तेषामापततां वेगं सम्या भगवान् भृगुः यज्ञघ्नेन यजुषा तेषामापततां वेगं निशाम्या भगवान् भृगुः तेषां of them apatatam who were approaching vegam the impulse nishamya after seeing Bhagavan the possessor of all opulences Bhrigu Bhrigumini yajna ghna gnena for killing the destroyers of the yajna Yajusha with the hands of the Yajurveda. Dakshinagnav in the southern side of the sacrificial fire. Juhava offered oblations. Certainly. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. They came forward forcibly, but Bhrigumuni saw the danger and said, and offered oblations into the southern side of the sacrificial fire. Immediately uttered mantric hymns from the Yajurveda by which the destroyers of yajnic performances could be killed immediately. Purport. Here is one example of powerful hymns in the Vedas which when chanted could perform wonderful acts. In the present age of Kali, it is not possible to find expert mantra chanters. Therefore, all the sacrifices recommended in the Vedas are forbidden in this age. The only sacrifice recommended in this age is chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. Because in this age it is not possible to accumulate the needed funds for performing sacrifice. Not to speak of finding expert Brahmana who can chant the mantras perfectly. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahegana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Desatarini Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vachastale Kaustubam Nasagre Varamuktikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Sulilitam Kanthe Chamuktavali Gopastri Pariveshtito Vijayate Gopala Chudamani Dheyam Sada Paribhavagna Bishtadoham Testaswadam Shiva Viranchunutam Saranyam Vrutyartham Pranatapala Bhavavdipotam Vande Ma Purushate Charanarvindam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Climate change. Hare Krishna. So, the chapter Sati quits her body. We all know Sati is the consort of eternal consort of Lord Shiva. Devadidev, called one of the names for Shiva is also Mahadev. One day in Mount Kailas, Shiva and Parvati. Shiva means what is the meaning? Shiva? All auspicious. Shiva means Mangal. All auspicious. The Lord Shiva is all creates all auspicious. That's why his name is called Shiva. Oh, they were sitting on the Kailas. They saw all the demigods in their airplane along with the consorts are going. They inquired, where are you going? You all like a festival. Then we are going. Daksha Prajapati conducting a yajna. We are going there. She felt very bad. Her father didn't invite. She was daughter of Daksha Prajapati. And naturally, whenever there is a festival in the father's parental house, daughters want to go there, even after marriage also. She wanted to go. But Lord Shiva said, no, it is not proper for you. One should not go uninvited. Even if it is own relatives, parents also, if they don't invite you, one should not go. Once you get married, you are out of the house now. You belong to in-laws, not to the parents. So, without being invited, one cannot go to any place that is uninvited. Moreover, your father Daksha Prajapati envious of me. So why? When Daksha Prajapati was conducting yajna, not before this instance, when Daksha Prajapati entered the arena, all the demigods except Lord Brahma, Brahma is the father of Daksha Prajapati, he doesn't have to get up. Lord Shiva also didn't stood. All other demigods, Indra and Varuna, Agni Deva, all other sages, they stood up in Marga to respect him. When Daksha Prajapati saw that Lord Shiva, who is the son-in-law, did not stand up. Son-in-law is like a son. When father comes, son should get up. honor, respect. But he did not get up. So he became very angry. Lord Shiva doesn't have any etiquettes. And he, out of anger, he cursed him. Henceforth, you will not get any share in the yajna. When you perform the yajna, there is shareholders, all the Lokapal, we call Ashtadikpal, 8 Lokapal. Like Varuna Dev, Agni Dev, 8 directions are there, 8 the Lokapal also there. They are entitled for the portion of the yajna results. So, out of anger, Daksha Prajapati cursed Lord Shiva not to have any share in the yajnas. And very harsh words he used. Jai Sri Sri Radha Radhanath ki Jai, Girgavardhan ki Jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai. He also said that I never wanted to give my daughter in marriage to this monkey-eyed Lord Shiva. But my father, Lord Rama, insisted, so I gave. He doesn't have any tickets that to stand up. So, was using very abusive words, but Lord Shiva didn't say anything. He kept quiet. Shiva, for Shiva, there is no enemy, no friend. Even somebody humiliates him, he tolerates it. But when he gets angry, he gets very real angry. That's why he called Rudra. Raudra. So therefore, now Lord Shiva is advising Sati that you should not go there. Because your father is envious of me, it happened, it is not proper. Sati said that it's so quite a long back it is. Relatives, we should not keep these things in our mind. When festival is there, we should go. But Lord Shiva insisted that no, it is not proper because I could tolerate. When your father was insulting me, I was meditating upon Lord Vasudeva. Lord Shiva says that I always on the meditation of Lord Shiva. Vishuddha Sattam Vasudeva Shobhitam. Always on the pure consciousness. Srila Prabhupada writes in the Vasudeva. That means pure consciousness. In the pure consciousness means always meditate upon Supreme Lord, nothing else. So I was always meditating upon the Supreme Lord, and anybody coming, I didn't get up. Moreover, Lord Shiva may be son-in-law for Daksha Prajapati, but he is there in the yajna, not as the son-in-law, but as one of the shareholders of the yajna, one of the Lokpal. Lord Shiva is the protector of this universe. If the material point of view, Lord Shiva is the protector, behind him comes the Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. The protector of dharma in this material world, first responsibility lies in the hands of Indra, king of heaven. He must protect. If he cannot, then he approaches the Lord Shiva along with Brahma. If Lord Shiva also cannot protect dharma in this material world, then they all go to Lord Vishnu. You can see in the Bhagavatam, whenever Brahma goes to Shwetadeep to pray for Lord Hari, Krishna, he takes Lord Shiva, Indra and demigods to say that they all tried, but they are unable to do, because now they all are bound within the rules and regulations of the universe. They cannot transgress the rules. But Lord Hari, Krishna, being the transcendental to the rules and regulations, he can transgress also. But never does it, but he can do it. So they all go there. So Lord Shiva protected. He said that I always meditate upon the Supreme Lord Vasudeva in a pure consciousness. But your father cursed me, used the very abusive words, and uninvited not go. I could tolerate it, but you won't tolerate it. I know your nature. But he insisted, but though Lord Shiva tried to explain her, but she didn't agree. She wanted to go. And finally said, no, it is up to you. If you go, you will be facing such a very difficult situation. You won't be able to tolerate. And he kept quiet. Sati, his consort, became very angry. Maitreya Rishi said that he was so angry looking at Shiva, said that as if he is going to burn the entire universe. She is Jagannata. So, tears were coming. What is the biggest weapon in the hands of the mothers, ladies? Tears. She gets angry, she gets the tears, husband has to melt down. No other way. So, Lord Shiva saw, but this is Shiva. He just kept quiet. And Mother Sati looked at Shiva again and again, finally decided to go. Though Shiva said, you will repent what you have done it. But he didn't listen. And she started going alone. As she started going, then immediately Nandi, Manikantha and Mruda, all these Ganas, means followers of Lord Shiva, they also went with him. Yakshas and all big Shiva Ganas, all followers of Lord Shiva, they all followed behind with a great respect that all reached. When she went there, nobody respected. She is Jagannatha. As Lord Shiva is respected by all the demigods, she was supposed to be respected. But nobody respected her. But she ignored and went inside. Father did not talk to her, did not invite. Only mother could talk. Mother is mother always. Mother and sister smiled at her. She saw, and finally, when she came back to the arena of the yajna, there she was seeing. She found that the share for all the demigods is there, but there is no share for Lord Shiva. Arudra bhagam tamave chatatparam pitra cha deve krutahelanam vibho anadhrita yajna sadasya dhishwari vikopaloka nivadhachati rusha. Rudra bhagam, when she found that there is no share kept for Lord Shiva, she became very angry. Such angry that Jukosha Lokani was first Dhashyati. With her angry, she was about to burn the entire universe. She became so angry. And angry, she chastised her father like anything. Chastised that, you Dacha. Now started not saying, my dear father, like that. You Dacha. Because now she is working, she is acting like a Jagannatha, not just like a daughter of somebody. Yatpadapadnam mahata manolibhi nishevitam brahma rasasavardibhi lokasya darshati chachotani tasmai bhavan duyati vishwabandhave. Vishwabandhave. Lord Shiva is the friend of all the entire universe. He is not envious of any living entity, neither attached to anyone nor envious of anyone. For such a demigod, such a great personality, you are envious of him? All the living entities, including the demigod, they always meditate upon the lotus feet of the Lord Shiva. For the common man, he fulfill all the desires because of their engagements in thinking of his lotus feet alone. And you have become so envious of him and chastise that. Now, what to do? Now taken the birth as your daughter. When my husband calls me the Chinese, I'll get very much humiliated. Gotram tadiyam bhagavan rushadhvaje gotram. This body got from you. And Vrushadhvaja means Lord Shiva. Dachai nitya sada sudurmana. Whenever he calls me Dachayani, then I feel that I have taken birth again from a person who is envious of Lord Shiva. I don't want to hear this word Dachayani anymore from my husband. Yapeta nirmatmitamaashatadaham vrutyatsuchma etak kripanam tadangadam. So saying that, now I never want to hear this Dachayani from husband. So this body is given by you, I will take out this body. Because you are completely contaminated, Shiva Drohi, envious of Lord Shiva, I don't want to be called as the daughter of who is envious of Lord Shiva. So saying, she sat on the asan, did the achaman, and meditate upon the by yoga practice. She invoked the Agni within our body. The Agni is within our body. Our body is made of the 5 great elements. Always Agni there, but one should know how to invoke the full capacity of the Agni. So fire invoked, by that fire she burnt herself to ashes. When she was burnt to ashes, her followers, Shivaganas, Yachas, Nandi, Manikantha, and all those who came with her, they became very angry. They were morose also. Oh, their mother passed away, burnt herself. And they became very angry as well. And out of angry, they wanted to say that our duty is supposed to protect Mother Parvati, Sati, but we could not do. But now we will kill all of them. So saying, Vadastevam jane satya dushtasyu yugamadbhutam dacham tat parshadam hantum ustatistanu ayudha. So while everybody, all the people in the assembly were thinking why the Sati got herself self-immolation, which is not good. They were thinking, everybody got their own way. And these followers of Lord Shiva wanted to kill all these who are assembled in that arena. The attendants who came with Sati were meant to protect her from the calamities. But since they were unable to protect their master's wife, they desired to die for her. And before dying, they wanted to kill Daksha. It is a duty of attendants to protect. So when all these followers of Daksha were coming forward, it is very difficult to protect them. But here, Teshama patatam vegam nishamya bhagavan Bhrigu. When he saw that Bhrigu Maharshi with the son of Lord Brahma, one of the sons, he is a great powerful Bhrigu Maharshi. Parshuram also comes in the dynasty of Bhrigu. Bhargava it is called. So, a very great personality. He invoked the Vedic mantras. Yajna Gnena Yujusha. Yujusha means from the Yajurveda. There are 4 Vedas are there, we know. So, one of the Yajurveda. Yajurveda is related to all the mantras meant for the yajna. And the Samaveda, it is meant for the how each mantra has to be recited. Sangeet, music, classical music. So, for the recitation of the mantras, a certain rhythm is there, meter. So, you find whenever there is yajna performed, there are 4 brahmanas supposed to be. One is the Brahman, who is the expert in all the Vedas, 4 Vedas. Okay. Is head pujar, you can say. Then Atharva, who is the expert in the Atharva Veda. In India, only few, maybe less than 10 families of Atharva Brahmanas remain, all going finished almost, not existing. Okay. The Udgita Brahmana is called, he is the expert in the Samveda. His duty is to see that whenever anybody is reciting the mantras to offer the ahuti, then he to see that he is reciting the mantra according to the proper rhythm as mentioned in the Samveda. It just is, if somebody not reciting or pronouncing, he has to stop. The Brahmana, who is the expert in all the 4 Vedas, is responsible to see that everything is offered in the proper time and proper sequence. Is the overall controller. So, from the Yajurveda, which meant for perform the yajnas, so he recited the mantra by mantras. Immediately uttered the mantras from the Yajurveda, by which destroyers of yajna. Yajna gna. Gna meant to kill. the one who want to destroy the yajna, fire sacrifice, Agnena means the one to kill them. The followers of Lord Shiva, they wanted to destroy the yajna. Therefore, destroying the yajna is very inauspicious. And not completing the yajna or destruction while we are performing the yajna, can create the calamities for the host. It's not good symptom. So that's why Bhrigu, understanding that they want to destroy this yajna, therefore by reciting the mantras from the Yajurveda, he created personalities who can kill this destroyer of the yajna, that is Shiva, Ganas of Shiva. Yes, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, here is the example of powerful hymns in the Vedas, which when chanted could perform wonderful acts. We can see somebody also, we want to say send somebody out. You can say, hey, get out. He may go, he may not go. But if show anger and show, get out, immediately will go. Within that, how we say each word, the same word, but how we use it. That in the mantras also like that. Each mantra, when you want it something, you have to recite in a proper way, which we call meter. So Srila Prabhupada writes that we don't have qualified people, not Brahmanas, to perform the yajna. Why? Because, as I said, the Brahmanas, when we perform the yajnas, we need the four type of all the Brahmanas. Brahmana must be expert in all the four Vedas. I don't think anybody there at present, in the present situation, who can say that I know all the four Vedas. To study one Veda, it takes 11 to 12 years, one Veda. Not 1 hour, 2 hours a day, morning 8 to evening 4 o'clock, 68 hours a day. There is one Vedic school in Tirupati, Balaji, free of. They don't charge anything. Once you get admission, you have to take admission at the age of 11 to 12. That's all. After that, they don't take it. Then 6 years it will take you to study the Sanskrit perfectly. Unless one knows the Sanskrit 100%, you cannot know the Vedas. Then after that, they will be taught Veda. The teacher told us that it will take minimum 11 years if they are intelligent students. You can just imagine 11, 12 years you get admission, 6 years you spend in studying Sanskrit, 18 years, and your 11 to 12 years you spend studying one Vedas. You are already how many years? 30 years. So, 4 Vedas means how many years you already become old man. So in the age of Kali, not possible. We don't have that mental capability also. That's why Srila Prabhupada says that. Therefore, all the sacrifice recommended in the Vedas are forbidden in this Kali Yuga. Especially Ashwamedha Yajna, all these yajnas are prohibited because the Brahman must have that capability. People think that sacrifice means killing the animal. No, it is not killing the animal. In the Vajpayee Yajna, Ashwamedha Yajna, these are meant for certain purposes. And there killing the animal means you are giving either new life to that one or elevating that soul to the heavenly planet. The priests who are there qualified, how a person is qualified to perform the yajna, that tested. When they perform the yajna sacrificing animal, by reciting the mantras, they must be capable of giving the new life to that animal, or they must be capable elevating the soul of the animal to the upper planetary system. If he can do, then he will be qualified to perform yajna. Otherwise, not everybody perform. So Vasishtha Maharshi is the son of Lord Brahma, and it is called Dipara Brahma, second Brahma, so powerful. But still, certain yajnas, he said, he is not qualified. Because qualification not depends upon one, but whether he is qualified by the other sages and given authority to perform that yajna. So that's why in the age of Kali, Srila Prabhupada writes that it is not possible who can say that we are expert in the yajnas or 4 Vedas, okay, because we don't know how to properly pronounce the mantras even. That's a forbidden in this age. The only sacrifice recommended in this age is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare. In the Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna says, Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. Lord Krishna says. So in the age of Kali, and any age, no problem, any age, the best yajna is chanting the holy name of Lord is the best yajna. Because he is the yajna purush. By any process, entire process of yajna is to invoke the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Yajna is another name for Krishna. The Swayambhu Manvantara, the beginning of the creation, Lord first incarnated yajna, who became, and goddess of fortune appeared as a Dachina. That's why when you perform yajna, if you don't give the Dachina to priest, you won't get any result. It's obligatory. If you want result of the performance of the yajna, you must give Dachina to priest. Then only the yajna will be completed, you get the results. Otherwise, you don't get any remuneration to the priest, you don't get anything. Okay? So, Lord Krishna appeared at the yajna, so that's why yajna purush is also. When you are doing the initiations also, we perform yajna. Why? Because we are taking the vows, sankalpa. Pujari, do the sankalpa, take your name. And we are taking the vows in front of the yajna purush, Krishna. And spiritual matters take the responsibility for that devotee and offer him to the lotus feet of the Lord, taking responsibility. Okay. We are taking the vows in front of Supreme Lord Yajna Purush himself. Okay. That's why if we don't follow the regulatory principles which we vow to follow, then we will be committing offense. So Srila Prabhupada also, this sacrifice only recommended in this age is chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and not only capable to chant the Vedic mantra, but also we cannot afford to perform yajna. We don't have that much financial resources. You can see the Valmiki Ramayana very nicely mentioned. Rishishanga Maharshi explains Dasharat Maharaj how to prepare for the yajna. When he is performing the yajna means the surrounding, some area is there. You have to select a particular place, which is, we have to sanctify that place by worshipping and so many activities. Then, for the duration of yajna, there should be no one should feel that I am hungry. Means all the people, poor or anywhere, everybody has to be given proper food to them. If they don't have the accommodation, you have to provide the accommodation. That's why in the Mahabharata and all scriptures we can see, whenever the king wants to perform yajna, before that he goes out, sending the horse and going out wandering and attacking the kings and really collecting the funds for performance yajna. It takes billions, not millions even. That's why Prabhupada said, we don't have that much funds. Not possible accumulate the needed funds for performing sacrifice. Not to speak of finding the expert brahmanas. Not only the brahmanas, we don't have it, who are qualified to perform these yajnas, but also we don't have the funds to perform. So it is not possible in the age of Kali. The yajnas, if properly performed, they got a lot of effect. In Calcutta, about, if I am not wrong, 98, there was not our ISKCON. They were performing yajna in Sham Bazar, Calcutta. So municipality people came, they said, because that time it was communist rule, they don't like it. Council, here you say council, is it? City council. In India we call municipality. They came to object, no, you are destroying, polluting the climate. We came here, you stop it. There are a lot of arguments. Finally the priest said, okay, how do you prove that there is pollution? I said, we got the instrument, okay, fine. Now check the pollution, how much is the polluted air, record it. Then after we do yajna, then record it. If you find pollution, yes, you can impose fine, no problem. Then he performed yajna for 1 hour. In between stopped it and say, check your meters, pollution increasing or decreasing. And surprisingly, they found all the pollution data were decreasing heavily. So when you do perform yajna, when you offer the ghee, it purifies the sky, entire the atmosphere is purified. In IIT Kanpur, the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Kanpur, they did experiment, not just a story in the Bhagavatam. Whatever is in Bhagavatam is scientific, only somebody has to prove. The IIT Kanpur, they did experiment on this. Whether scripture says that when you perform the yajna, you can get the rains. The experiment they did it, but they got only couple of 200,000 or 500,000 rupees only. They got the grant from the university college. So 2 days they performed. Second day, end of the second day, they found all the Kanpur was full of the dark clouds coming up. They said that further we are supposed to do 3 more days so that we can all the rains can come, but the college refused to give more funds. It means whatever we do, if you do the properly, there's possibility of getting the results as prescribed in the scriptures. But one has to do properly. That's why it is said, Srila Prabhupada says that we don't have the brahmanas who can recite the mantras properly. Reciting the mantra is very important in a proper way. Mantra it is the deliver. Mantra. Mantra means deliver. We can get the proper result if we recite the mantra. Simple. Every day in the Tulsi Pradachana mantra, what we recite? What do we recite mantra? Yani? What do we say? When you are going around Tulsi Maharani, what do we say? Prabhu? Is it Chapa Pani in the book? Yani means as and when. Chapa means again. Chapi. Pani means water. Are we circumambulating to free from the water? What is the book? Yani kani cha papani brahmatyadi kani cha. So as and when we commit any sinful activity, papani, are killing the brahmana, by circumambulating Surti Maharani, we will be freed from the reaction of those sinful activities. So instead of papani, we are saying pani. So whatever the mantra we say, if you don't say, whatever you say, you get the result. The mantra has to be recited properly, correctly. Then we get the proper result. But Harinam Sankirtana Yajna, that Srila Prabhupada introduced, when we do the yajna, always Harinam Sankirtan is there. When Harinam Sankirtan is there, that will counteract all the reactions. That's why Srila Prabhupada introduced, whatever we do it, but we end with Harinam Sankirtana. As Shukracharya says in Bhagavatam, Mantratas Tantratas Taiva Desha Kalartha Vastuta. Even if we perform the yajna, if there is any incompleteness or inadequacy in the recitation of the mantras or the paraphernalia required for the yajna, all will become counteracted by chanting the Nama Sankirtanam Tava. By chanting your holy name, when Lord Vamandev asked Shukracharya that you already cursed your disciple Bali Maharaj. If there is any deficiency, please complete it and continue the yajna. That time he said, my Lord, by chanting your holy name, already everything is counteracted. You don't need to do anything. Means the chanting the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra is so powerful that it will counteract whatever the deficiency is there. So that's why Srila Prabhupada introduced, whether any activity we do, we end with the Harinam Sankirtan. Even if there are any drawbacks or discrepancies, it can counteract. Otherwise, if you don't do the Harinam Sankirtan, then one has to recite the mantras properly in the proper rhythm proper time. So today's discussion is that. So as the followers of Lord Shiva wanted to destroy the yajna, the Bhrigu Maharshi, reciting the mantras from the Yajurveda, created the personalities who can kill the destroyers of the yajna gnena. Any question? We stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrind ki jai.